If there are 4 Talon heroes on the team, some heroes will say very unique voice line.
Look, Mom, I'm a Talon agent.
Always felt a little out of place in Overwatch, but I'm still not sure I belong with y'all.
Wait,
How dare you show your faces? Though, perhaps we should finish the mission before we get into that.
I'm not joining Talon, so don't bother asking.
wait.
If there are 4 Talon heroes,
I never actually knew that. That's a little interesting. I never knew there was if you have 4 Talon members on your team, 4 heroes, there's custom voice lines.
Streamers react to my May walls.
May profile picture, May banner. Oh my god! Below, one. Me when I'm off.
Oh!
Below, one. Me when I'm off. No, on the map. Yo! Safety railing!
No! Almost had him.
I like the side ground I have. Playing with it heavily.
That's a good wall. I like doing those.
Nice wall.
That is a May player that you want on your team, bro. That is a May player that you guys want on your team.
Playing with it heavily.
Okay, yo, that's another thing I like about this May player. Not only were they helping their teammates, they were actually in voice chat. So that's a good thing. I like that. Okay, anyways, let's see this. This is a minute-long TikTok. Overwatch is letting cheaters keep their accounts. Of course, Overwatch doesn't ban cheaters. You guys should know that by now. The fastest way to get a cheater banned is not by reporting the cheater for cheating. The fastest way to get a cheater banned in Overwatch is you guys have to try to bait the cheater to say a bad word. Try to bait the cheater to say an F word or the shit or something, and then report them for, saying a bad word. You have to report them for swearing.
Know, zimming on Overwatch has been a huge issue for console for a long time. I play on PC, but even I know that it's a huge issue. And recently, Valorant just launched on Xbox, and they are instantly banning anybody that they detect using a zim. It's been on console for what, like less than a month, and they're already
That's a good thing. That's what I like about
hasn't been able
Valorant.
to do for like 6 years. But for Season 11, Overwatch apparently did roll out a way to detect zims and ban them, except they aren't banning them. Instead, they said if you're detected using a zim in Season 11, you'll be banned from comp for a week, but you can still cheat in quick play all you want. Then after that week is up, if you're detected still cheating, then surely they'll ban you. Incorrect. They'll just take away your aim assist and make you play only quick play against PC lobbies. Imagine if every type of cheating was treated like this.
Wait, what? If you get caught using aim assist again for your second time in comp, you're only going to be playing quick play. You don't get stuck in so they take away your comp.
Oh, you're aimbotting? That's fine. Just go aimbot in quick play for a week. Still hacking after a week? That's fine. We don't want to ban you because we still want your money if you decide to buy a battle pass or skins. So just go play against other aimbotters. Absolutely embarrassing. I'm not sure if they're scared that their player count is just gonna plummet on consoles or something, and that's the reason they're not perma-banning these cheaters, or if they're really just that greedy for money, but either way, it's really embarrassing.
I mean, it's Overwatch. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's kind of crazy that they're... I don't even play console, and I feel bad for all the people who have to play against. Is that a Norwegian ribbon on your chest? No, bro, it's red, white, and blue. It's Emily's. I have it on for 4th of July. But yeah, that sucks. I feel sorry for console players, man. Playing against basically an aimbot, and the only thing that console players have to say is that, well, on PC you get to use your whole arm. Imagine only using your fingers for the joystick. I'm gonna be honest with you. Both Overwatch and Siege should fix their zimming problem. Wait, another game that had a really big cheating problem or a mousing aim assist chat is isn't it like Call of Duty Warzone has a very big thing with that, and also Apex. And I know Apex, a lot of their pro players used to be mouse and keyboard until they realized how strong the aim assist was, so they had to practice. Like, can you imagine mouse and keyboard players had to practice with a controller just so they could have the better competitive advantage? That's insane.
I know I do a lot of hating on Blizzard, but I think when they do things right, it is important to point it out. And they did a really good thing with the Pink Mercy stuff. 100% of the money they make off of the Pink Mercy bundle is going directly towards breast cancer research. And I know that sounds like duh, I mean, it's going towards charity, all of it should go towards charity, but they easily could have done like 50-50 or 70-30. And I feel like...
Okay, if they did 50-50, I'm pretty sure that would be horrible. Chat, that would be the worst thing that they could do. I'm pretty sure the first time they did this breast cancer research skin a few years ago, it was 100%. The only thing I don't like about Overwatch is when they do what do you call it, prize pools for like the World Cup, and they came out with a skin, and they also did it with the DreamHack Dallas. They came out with a skin to if people bought it, a certain percentage went to the prize pool. I wish they did a 50-50 on that. I think they only do 25%, which is kind of greedy. I think, yeah, man. Like Dota, we were talking about Dota prize pools. Dota prize pools with the crowdfunding are literally insane, bro. One tournament reached $40 million, which is crazy.
I feel like a lot of
also, I think the only people who complain about the skin coming back were all the people who are trying to sell their accounts, which are, you know, they deserve an L.
People definitely in. Okay, my dog is interrupting. I feel like a lot of people, myself included, would not have been at all surprised if Blizzard pulled a Blizzard move and didn't send some of the money to charity. My dog agrees. But I'm glad that they did, especially with how popular the Pink Mercy skin is. It's definitely going to bring in a lot of money.
I hope Blizzard actually reveals how much the Mercy skin raised.
Get greedy and want to keep some of that for themselves, which is something that they've already done in the past with the skin that was supposed to go towards something else. For the Dallas Major, they did crowdfunding with a mid Hanzo skin and only put 45% of the money towards the prize pool of the tournament.
See, there you go, 45%. And the skin wasn't, I don't think it was the best Hanzo skin either.
Extremely happy that they did not pull the same stunt here. But what I will say is I am not playing Overwatch until the Mercy hype dies down or they buff that character. I despise having a Mercy on my team. Even when I'm playing Echo or Cass, I do not want a Mercy. Hello, Maya, how do we feel about having Mercies on our team? Couldn't have said it better myself.
That's a cute dog. Okay, chat, let's see the next one.
The rapid fire DPS tier list. This time season 11. We're going to start with S tier, Pharah and Cass. Pharah's one that confuses a lot of people.
Okay, this is remember yesterday, chat, we didn't like this person's tier list because they put Alari in C. Alari is not a C tier character. I'm sorry. So let's see where they put some stuff here.
But basically, Pharah can explode the enemy Malga with Barrage, and that's it. You can buy
I do agree with Pharah and Cassidy being really S tier characters because, as you know, they're played every single fucking game. You need a Cassidy to kill the Pharah, and then you need the Pharah is literally just a broken character right now.
Suzu or Bap's Immortality with the Barrage, and your Pharah can live. And generally, Pharah does a ton of poke, very good.
Oh
in
yeah,
this,
it did say something like diamond or below
meta. So she's also pretty good at taking angles, things like that. But I think Barrage is an underrated ultimate, especially in this specific meta where you can combine it with your own Maga's Cage or just blow up the enemy.
Wait, is he saying he's saying a lot of Maga? Is he saying that Maga is like the main tank in season 11? Because Maga is not one of the best tanks in season 11. Maga is sometimes picked. But I see a lot of Winston, I see a lot of Diva, I see a lot of Sigma, I see sometimes even Reinhardt. I don't see that much Maga.
Maga's Cage by exploding him, right? So that's really good. Cass, kind of the same deal. I mean, Cass in general has been on the rise recently, very good. But Cass, his High Noon, it turns out if you Deadeye in a space where nobody can escape, aka a Malga Cage, everybody tends to die a lot more. So Deadeye has become a much better ultimate than it really should be just because of Malga's terrible hero design. Moving on, we have Echo and Tracer here. Now, Tracer has been on the I guess downward trend, and the only reason why is because of the Pharah Cass like Malga stuff. But when the Malga stuff dies, it's just going to be all Tracer again. I almost guarantee you.
I don't see a lot of Malga. I don't know why this guy's trying to like base all the DPS characters around countering a Malga. I don't agree with that.
Played in place of Pharah. SSG have been known for doing that and have beaten the Pharah team, so the Echo is still very good, but I think it's a bit harder, a bit more situational. The ultimate is harder to use as well.
Pharah is a lot better than Echo, yeah.
Copy the enemy Malga and then like have like 3 Malgas in a cage, and it's just complete chaos. You have triple cage at once. This meta is god-awful, but yeah,
no. Yeah, you said this might have been relevant when Malga was released months ago when he was OP. I think this person thinks Malga is meta. I don't know.
Good. Moving on to B tier. B tier is a
pretty
heavy tier. We've got Genji Venture. This has been used by the Korean teams. It's situational with the Malga stuff. You can use it on maps like New Junk City. And then you have Ash and Sojourn. Basically, they've just been replaced by Cass, but they're still okay. I think longer maps are if you're playing the Sig comps, these guys can be good. Sojourn has been downward trend just because of the nerfs recently, and Ashe has been on an upward trend, doing a lot better now. Mei is like a little bit underrated. I think B tier is a good place to put her.
Mei in B tier? I wouldn't say that. I put Mei in like maybe C. I don't think she's the worst. No. Maybe this is for pro play, chat. Yeah, even here, we didn't even read this. And even down here it says, so all the DPS picks are based off MAGA. And then this person replied yes and no. But this person's only been talking about countering a MAGA. They never said anything about a Winston, a Diva, like, you know, Sigma. They've only talked about against a MAGA.
I think once the MAGA stuff disappears, the Mei is going to be a lot more recognized and a lot more played. Symmetra recently buffed. I think she's think Symmetra's
in the middle of the pack. Yeah, Symmetra, especially when he's talking about all these MAGA characters. Symmetra can TP at a MAGA ult and all that stuff. Yeah. In team play, we only play MAGA or Sig. Yes, and you guys also play Chain together. I see you. SMH.
Pretty good as well after the Malga nerfs, and even with Malga she's pretty okay, and she can be played at the highest level pretty comfortably as long as you have a good player for the sim. Widowmaker, Torbjorn, Soldier, Hanzo, and Sombra here in C tier. Now this tier's a little like awkward. I mean, the Torb has been
Widow, Torbjorn, Soldier. Okay, I think he is talking about maybe professional play, chat, because in ranked, a lot of these characters that you're putting in lower tiers are actually really good. Like on a lot of, yeah.
Use situational with big teams to try and beat the Malga.
I think this guy probably watches a lot of, I think this is based on pro play, chat, because I think this guy watches the OWCS or the Face It matches, but he doesn't actually, like, those matches and those comps are a lot different than what you see on the ladder.
Sig, Soldier's just kind than the other hit scans here.
Good.
Hanzo, kind of the same deal. Like, I think you play these guys over Hanzo, right? But you can do it on like slow Sig maps with like Bat Brig. Sombra is just kind of like worse than other flankers. I think Genji Tracer kind of do the same thing but better, especially Tracer. So that's kind of the deal here. Widow obviously just good on long maps, but still okay, like Junkertown Defense, Havana, Circuit Royale, maps like that. You can still run it. It's not too bad. And now for our final tier, D tier, we have our like kind of like cheese noob heroes, Junkrat, Reaper,
damn,
Bastion.
Even with the new Reaper changes, Reaper's in D. Junkrat and Bastion are also in D. I agree with this. This is a much better list than he had for the tank.
Kind of caused this to be chaos. But these heroes probably should be D tier. Junkrat, obviously just not very good. Reaper, even after the buffs, I mean, this character is just not going to be super good either way. I think like Venture Genji stuff is going to be better for close range brawl anyways. I think Reaper was very overrated at start of patch, and he's really just not that good. You can maybe move him up to C tier, or maybe a team will have to find a use for him, but right now he hasn't been really played. Bastion, same deal. Like, I think there could be a use for him. You could play like Sig, Bastion, things like that once the Malga gets nerfed, but we'll just have to see how the meta goes.
Yeah, see,
right now,
he mentions a lot of MAGA. Chat, I don't know about you guys, but in lower ranks, are you guys seeing a lot of MAGA? Because I feel like I have not seen a lot of MAGA. I see a lot more Winston and Divas in higher rank. A lot more. I don't see MAGA that much. I even see Roadhog sometimes. But if you guys are in lower ranks and you guys are playing against a MAGA, go Cassidy, chat. I'm gonna be honest with you, Cassidy is so free against them. Keep your high noon. As soon as the MAGA puts his ult down, you high noon and then you go inside the cage, or you don't have to go inside the cage, but make sure you amp up the damage. And then I like walking into the cage and telling my team, hey, I'm gonna high noon when they cage so they can protect me, and then you could just build your ult and then basically one-shot everyone and break the MAGA ult. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of free. And also, I do like the sim in the Mei pick. You know, you could throw your Simmel into the cage. It'll freeze everyone in there. The sim, you could put the TP down and TP your team out of it if your team is actually in voice comms. If your team's not in voice comms, or you have a Symmetra player who's not literally talking, which is 9 times out of 10, your Symmetra is probably going to be a bad pick. But I agree with this list. I don't really agree with his tank list that much. His tank list was a little whack, but yeah. Or you could use a sim wall. Yeah, you could sim wall and sim wall off the cage. Didn't we already watch this? No, I think it was support. It was support chat. Okay, no, we're gonna do this
back
one.
To yet another rapid
We
fire
did
tank tier
support.
list, this time season 11, and we're gonna start out with Malga in S tier and Sigma also in S tier here. Malga, our best S tier tank right now, super oppressive meta, Pharah cast stuff.
Yeah, I think he's basing this off professional play, chat. I don't think they're basing this off of just comp. I think they're doing this based off. Yeah.
Annoying, super good on close range, flat maps, but also kind of even in the
I
matchup
don't see a
against
lot
Sig.
of
We've seen a lot of teams like
I don't see a lot of Maga on my comp
That's
games.
really your only like possible counter. It's not super
Sigma,
good.
I
think
see.
Malga
Sigma has
in
been a
general
very,
tends to
very
win that.
safe
We saw
pick
Malga
for
first
tank
put up on
players.
Koreans in Dallas, and the Sig teams couldn't really find an answer. And honestly, like the most surprising part about this is the fact that the devs did not nerf Malga after they saw that Malga essentially dominated the highest level tournament in Overwatch, right? So the fact that Malga was able to do that and they don't nerf him, that was surprising. But next.
That's not really anything new. Pharah was dominating last season, and guess what? When the new season 11 patch notes came out, they didn't even nerf Pharah. So that's that's awesome.
Gonna see Malga nerfs. Moving on to A tier, we have Winston. Winston is our only A tier tank.
What?
And really, the reason is because he's your option for all the dive maps, right? So the flatter maps,
No,
these two.
bro,
For
Diva!
dive maps, it's this guy, and you really don't want to play anyone else. You can force Sig on those maps, but it's just not as good. Moving down, we have Diva, Ball, and Ramatra in B tier.
Nah,
Your
bro,
B tier
I
tanks
put
are pretty
Diva to
okay.
A,
They're
bro.
pretty chill.
Yes.
You have
Man, shut
Ramatra,
up. Don't
who
play the
is
game with
pretty
while eating. Don't
brawling,
be
but
fake.
Sigma
Nah.
tends to be better right now, but you
Diva
can play that matchup.
deserves
It's
to
not
go
too
up.
bad. Ball, it can be pretty good into Sig or into Ram. It can kind of depend. I think Ball's actually like worse on the dive maps. Super good into Brawl though.
Diva
so
does
kind of like
not
a
suck,
situational
man.
counter pick, but we've seen it from Korean teams like Crazy Raccoon, so it can be good. Diva is literally just worse Winston. They do the same exact thing, but Diva is worse. Really just kind of a situational pick, usually team dependent when they can't play Winston. Moving down, we have a really big C tier because there's actually no tanks in D tier. We have Reinhardt, Roadhog, Zarya, Orisa, Junker Queen, and Doomfist. And these are all of our C tier tanks. Doomfist is basically just situational, kind of plays the same role as Ball, is going to be able to counter like Ram comps.
Bro,
Junker
Doomfist
Queen,
in
she's just
competitive.
okay. She's not really good at anything though, but she can be good on maps like Saravasa situationally.
See, this is the one thing I don't like about the list. This list is for the fucking pro players who scrim the game and actually have coordinated gameplay. When you play ranked, this shit does not matter. Doomfist players are broken as shit in fucking in ranked. I think Junker Queen's actually a D, but yeah.
Orisa, I mean, I think she's kind of underrated right now.
I think Diva goes up too.
I feel like she'll be better after the Malga and Sigma
Jay3
stuff.
just donated this. My mom had breast cancer and beat it. Thankfully, she caught it early. One step closer to eradicating breast cancer. Hey, I'm gonna read those right after Benzie. I appreciate it. Well, I'm gonna read those right after a few more of these TikToks, and then we're gonna go jump into some games. But I appreciate it. Massive W. And I'm also glad that your mom's doing better.
Kind of phases out, but she's just like okay. She's super mid. Same with Zarya. I think like Zarya can kind of be played. Like she's just okay at best. But
Doom players don't shoot Doom punch like you.
Hog,
yeah, but I bet you the pro players actually are good friends with their teammates and actually plays games with them.
Teams pull it out. Junbin just pulled out the Hog and beat the Malga somehow. In grand finals, that was insane, but like situations like that are very rare. You're still going to see Hog very little in professional play. It's very uncommon. Then Reinhardt, very situationally okay against Sig actually. I like it's even there's even an argument to say Reinhardt is kind of like B tier right now.
I don't see a lot of Maga chat, and plus when I see Maga, I go Cassidy, and it's fucking free.
Sig gets worse, then I think Reinhardt as a counter pick to that gets worse as well.
Nah, so this guy says so insta lock Doom. I think Doom is so fucking strong. I think Diva deserves to go up. I think Diva deserves to go up one. I don't. Sigma has. Listen, low key chat. Everyone talks about Maga being broken or this tank and that tank, but Sigma has been a very good and well designed and balanced fucking tank for so long, dude. If you don't know what to play on a map, play Sigma.
What are you doing watching this stream if you don't like Brain Rot? This place is Brain Rot. What's this? Like I can literally bring up like Skibbity Toilet and then Aspen's gonna go crazy. Skibbity Toilet.
Skibbity dop, yes.
Jump off the map if you love Five Nights at Freddy's.
Aspen needs help. Wait, what did he say?
Love Five Nights at Freddy's. Jump off the map if you love Five Nights at Freddy's.
Please now.
Guys, guys, this is my.
It's fucked.
Yeah,
It's just-
like COD streamers are just.
Nah, bro. Aspen is an AI, I swear. Aspen is a sleeper agent. Nah, bro. And I mean, it doesn't really matter that they did it in comp. They had 4 minutes for third phase. It's not like they were wasting time or anything. They had 4 minutes. I'm pretty sure they won the game. Overwatch 2 is fun if you make it fun.
Listening to Ash moan is low-key one of the greatest things.
What?
That's what she's talking about, huh?
Alright, time to go swap. Cause this is Counterwatch, baby! Yeah! This is Counterwatch! Guys, I got point! I got point! Yeah!
Those are the teammates I want, man.
I got point!
Oh, no.
You guys, I'm running. Jump over here. Throw a bomb. Yeah. Oh no!
No, I pressed Q! I pressed Q!
Apparently not.
Shut the...
Oh, oh my god.
Jonas run. Jonas run.
I'm running. I'm running. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here, boys.
That seems like a fun group of people to play with, dude. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, friends, YouTube thinks you might like this next video, so let me know if they're right.